Now the next series program, this is an example of the Fibonacci series. Okay, in Fibonacci series, the next term will generate by adding the previous three terms. It means after adding these three terms, 0 plus 1 plus 2, it will generate, and 6 will generate before the previous three terms. It means 1 plus 2 plus 3, the 6 will generate, and after this 6 plus 3, it means 9, 9 plus 2, it means 11. So after this 11 will generated after this. Okay, so in this way we are going to print up to n terms the Fibonacci series. So for the Fibonacci series, I am also follow the same formula which is actually basically used in the Fibonacci series. So I am going to declare three variable here instead of the two variable. Basically in Fibonacci series, I just declare two variable to initialize the initial two values, but in the Fibonacci series I am going to initialize the first three values in the three variable. Okay, now a equals to the 0, and then b equals to 1, and c equals to 2. Okay, and another variable is suppose d. Okay, you can print the value of a, b, c before starting the loop. So the three value is already printed, so loop will start. If the loop will start from the 1, then loop will execute up to n minus 3 terms, as the value is printed, three value is already printed before starting the loop, and loop will increase by 1. And in this case also, in Fibonacci series also, the LCV or loop control variable, which is basically I, is not related with the value which is basically printed in the Fibonacci series. In Fibonacci series, these value are basically related with these variables a, b, c. Now in this case, you are going to add the first three values a plus b plus c, and then after you are just print the value of d, and then you are going to initialize a by b, and b by a, and c by d. Then this type of Fibonacci series is generated. Now come to the next question, series 9, and it is going to print the Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series means that the term will generate after adding the previous three terms. Okay, and for this reason I am just declaring here the previous three terms 0, 1 and 2 respectively stored in the variable a, b and c. Okay, and the number of terms is taken into the variable n, and I am just printing here the value of a and b and c just before starting the loop, and for this reason the final value of the loop will be n minus 3, as the three terms is already printed. And then after d equals to a plus b plus c, the sum of the previous three terms, and it is being printed, and then a is initialized with b, and b is initialized in with c, and c is again re-initialized with d. And in this way the Fibonacci series actually work. Let's see the desired output is obtained or not. Okay, the program asking me to enter the number of terms of 15 terms. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, 11. So 6 is generated after adding the previous three terms. The previous three terms is 3, 2, 1. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 6. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 6. Suppose 37. So if the 37, the previous three terms is 20, 11, 6. So these three terms. So yeah, 6 plus 11 is 17, and 17 plus 20 is 37. So the Fibonacci series is working perfectly. Now I am going to print the first three terms not before the starting of the loop. Rather, I am going to wish to print the first three terms within the loop. Let's see how actually it is going to happen. So I'm just omitting this portion and going to write this, as the first three terms is not going to print before starting the loop. So this loop, the final value of this loop is up to n terms, because no value is printed here, and for this reason the final value of I is less than equals to n. Okay, now I'm going to print. So you can see within the loop I'm just using the complex if statement. So in the first I equals to 1, So it is going to print A, and if value of I is 2, then it is going to print the second term B, and if it is I equals to 3, then it is going to print the third term C, and rest of the other terms it is going to execute this else block. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program. Let's see what's happened and what is the output. The program asking me to enter the number of terms, so let's enter the same term, suppose 15. Okay, 15. So the output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, 11, 20, 37. So it is just same as the output generated by the previous technique. Okay. So this Fibonacci series is working perfectly by using the both the method. Okay. By the previous method, when you are going to print the first three terms before starting the loop, and otherwise you can use this technique or method to print the Fibonacci series to print all the values within the loop.